Morning and welcome to Dubuque's varsity game between Lincoln Junior Stars and your Dubuque Saints. Going through the varsity introductions right now. So Dubuque will go with Sieverding Ruiz and Meyer. Meyer was last night's overtime hero. Scored 2 goals in the 5-4 win over Lincoln in overtime last night. Sheehy's back in net. He got the win last night. Looks like Lincoln will counter with Perry again. He got off to a little of a rough start yesterday. Gave up a shot on his first goal. Or a goal on his first shot, I should say. Let's see if he can maybe tighten that up a little bit today. Well, puck's down. We're here to go. Cruiser goes D to Schilling. Schilling signs at the length for icing. Saints will look for a quick breakout here. They'll play it up to the blue. Lincoln dumps it back down. Held in there by Rockle. He'll send it behind the net. Kicked out to the slot. Sieverding drops it off for Schilling. Schilling will carry it out of the zone. Across the red line. Into the zone. Schilling knocks it down. That's Ruiz. Fires it back to Schilling. Pinned against the boards. He'll try and get it back to Sieverding. Sieverding weak shot towards the net. Held in by... Nope. Yep. Almost held in by Schilling. We're going to keep an eye on number 19 and number 27 from Lincoln. That seems to be their big two. Get a chin strap tightened here. Puck's down. Back to Bryce Besson. Played up to Sweeney. Sweeney carries it in. Tries to feed it back to Besson. Can't quite get a hand on it. Lincoln will play it off the far board. Sook's got it now. He'll play it up to Besson. Besson's got it. Off the board to Sweeney. Sweeney fires it across the ice to Kirk. Kirk takes it in the zone. From the slot. Shot just wide. Tied up there. Another shot. Saved by Perry. Sweeney's got it below the goal line. Kicks it up. Kirk holds it in. Fires it over to Besson. Besson walks. Cross ice to Sweeney. Sweeney shoots. Hits the side of the net. Behind the back of the goal. Puck goes out of play. There's a shot. Rawson for the faceoff now. He wins it back to Schilling. Schilling fires it high over the net. Comes around the boards to Cruiser. He'll try and knock it down to the corner. Can't quite get there. Lincoln steals. They'll get it out of the zone. Schilling takes it right back. Dumps it in. Meserich will press behind the net. Down to the corner. Schilling holds it in. Fires it across to Cruiser. Cruiser walks it down the boards. Fires it over the net. Pierce is there. He knocks it down low. Battle for it. Ross gets it. Now Lincoln's got it. Pierce fights to take it back. Knocked loose. Meserich is on it. He'll force it down the boards. Down below the goal line. Lincoln tries to break it out on the far side. And nope. Cruiser holds it in. Cruiser walks it down to the corner. Fires it towards the net. Off the side post. Knocked in front by Meserich. Not quite on net. Comes back. Mueller will kick it up. Circles and fires it across to Lincoln. Mueller takes his pass back. Skates through center ice. Cuts towards the slot. Tries to fire on net. Gets knocked to the corner. Now Deutsch will apply the pressure down in the corner. Kicked up the far side. Sukuchov knocks his man down. Puck goes down below the goal line. Played up the near side. Sukachov's got it now. Plays around the back of the net to Besson. Besson's got it on the near side. Tries to kick it up to Mueller. Lincoln goes D to D. They'll take it into the attacking zone. Tries to cut to the middle. Can't quite get there. Netherly's trying to dig it out from underneath the Lincoln player. Kicks it out to center ice. And Lincoln will start with it behind the goal line. Up the near boards. Through center ice, it's battled. Knocked back into the Lincoln D zone. Ruiz will apply a little pressure to the far side. It's knocked down below the goal line. Ruiz has got it there. Fires it over to Sieverding. Sieverding kicks it back to Schilling. Schilling knocks it back down into the corner. Ruiz gives chase. They'll take it behind the net. Try and break out on the far side. Schilling's got it. Fires it towards the net. 3 feet wide. Knocked up the near board. Sieverding gets it back down. That's Meyer behind the net. Knocked loose into the corners. Spangler into the game. She'll give it to Meyer. Meyer back to Sieverding. Sieverding gets a shot on net. Saved by Perry. Sweeney's got it at the point. He'll get it down to Schilling. Knocked loose. Bouncing puck in the middle here. Schilling's got it now. Knocked back to Spangler. Spangler will try and collect. Fires it up. Schilling's got it. Hard pass to Sweeney. Hard to catch those at shoulder height. .12:09 left in the first period. Still waiting on that first Lincoln shot. Dubuque's got 3. Ruiz steps in for the faceoff. Lincoln wins. Knocks it down to the corner. Out to the front. Kirk's got it there. He'll give it up to Sweeney. Sweeney will lead the attack. Wide of the net. Fires it to the middle. Just out of Kirk's reach. Sukachov picks it up. He'll circle behind the net. Out to the front. Again out of the reach. Ruiz has got it. Chip to the front. A little bouncing puck wide of the net. Suk's got it now. Spins in the corner. Down to Sweeney. Tries to kick it to the slot. No one there. Kirk gets over to the near corner. Fires it down low. Sweeney will go collect. He'll try and get it back to Suk. Suk holds it at the blue line momentarily. Keeps it in. Beshin goes up. Knocks it back deep. Kirk's going to apply pressure on the far corner. Impus gets it out. He gets around Cruiser. And a nice back check by Joe Ross. Picks it up. He'll carry it up the far board or near boards. Sweeney will chip it in. Loops puck in the center ice. Meserich is there. Lincoln takes control. Kretz knocks it loose. Pierce kicks it with the skate. Knocks it out of the zone. And we'll go back to the Lincoln zone. Perry will chip it off to the side. Lincoln with a attack wide. Gets it to the corner. Spins away from Cruiser. Walks the back of the net. Tries to get it out to the point and does. Back down to the far side. Shot towards the net. Bouncing puck in the slot. Cruiser gets it up to Meserich, who will throw it down deep. Pierce will give chase. Play it around the back onto the near side. Kretz steps up and throws it to the corner. Pierce back to Schilling. Over to Pierce. Just out of reach. Schill tries to throw it on net. It's blocked. Kretz gets it over to Pierce. Pierce from a bad angle. Perry with the save. Looks like Netherly steps in for the faceoff here. One towards the net. Perry makes the cover. We'll do it all again. Netherly's got Deutsch and Mueller on the wings. Lincoln's got the faceoff this time. They'll get it out of the zone. Spangler plays it up to Deutsch. Deutsch carries it up the far side. It's got Mueller in the middle. Shot on net. Saved by Perry. And we'll get another face-off. Meyer, Sieverding, and Ruiz jump off. They've got Suk and Besh behind them. Sheehy's doing circles at the far end, waiting for that shot. Puck is down. Meyer kicks it over to Suk. Besh dumps it in the corner. Bounces over to the other corner. Meyer loses it there. They'll carry it up the far side. Sukachev chips it over. Ruiz has got it. Suk jumps in. He'll charge the net. Saved by Perry. Puck goes back behind the goal line. They'll try and wrap it around. Sieverding's at the blue line. He dumps it down. Meyer gets a piece of it. Squirts out of the zone. Ruiz with a little room there at center ice. Gets knocked away. Bastion's got it now. He'll dump it down into the corner. Meyer will chase. D to D behind the net. Knocked loose. Kicked out to center ice. And it's back in. Robler's got it now. He'll carry the far side. Knocked down there. Sheehy finally gets to touch the puck. Sends it over to Beshin. Beshin sends it the length of the ice to Sweeney. Sweeney over to Ruiz. Up into the netting. Played around to the near side. Sweeney kicks it back to Kretz. Kretz fires. Perry with the save. Excuse me. Sammy Ruiz steps in for the faceoff. Ruiz knocks it down. Shot on net. Perry with the save. Wraps around the far side. Kicked out in front. No one there. Kretz plays it down to Sweeney. Sweeney's got it below the goal line. Circles out to the slot. Knock loose. Shot, fire, saved by Perry. Lincoln gets it past Kretz. Sammy Ruiz has got his back though. Plays it back to Kretz. Stolen there. Perry's one-on-one with Sheehy. Runs him over, but Sheehy makes the save. I'm sure one-on-one breakaway wasn't what he had in mind for his first save, but hey, they all count the same in the stat sheet. Just realized I still had the JV score up there. So the Stars lose the goal. It's still 0-0 here in the first. 7:35 left in the first period. Puck squirts loose. It's going to go the length of the ice. Perry's going to play it. Kicks it up the middle. Nice pass. Center ice. They'll take it in on the far side. Cuts across the middle into the slot. Nice save by Sheehy. Kicks it to the corner. Spangler kicks it up to Meserich. Meserich fires it across the Pierce, who can't quite get a handle on it. Schilling plays it up. Lincoln hits it with a chest-high stick. Not high stick, though. Ross knocks it up to Meserich, who tries to get it off to Suk, who can't quite get a handle on it. Lincoln's got it now. They'll play it up. Schilling's got it. Lincoln knocks it back. Nico Ruiz is back there. He'll circle behind the net. Dangerous pass in front of the net to Suk. He'll play it up to Sieverding. Benny Meyer's got it now. He'll circle, take it to the far side. Leaves it off for Ruiz. Gives it back to Meyer. Fired behind the net. Bastion's got it there. He'll try and wrap it down low, not quite. Severing's got it, fires it over to Suk. Suk gets it towards the net, saved by Perry. Battled in front. Ruiz can't quite put the rebound in. Just out of the reach of Beshin. Knocks it back towards the defensive zone. Lincoln plays it up on the near side. White's got it there. Sukuchov plays it over to Beshin. Beshin's got it now. He stalls, plays it up the middle to Benny Meyer. Benny's got a step, takes it in, tries to get it towards the net, just wide. Played to the corner. That's, excuse me. Cody Sweeney gets a shot on net, just wide. Sweeney's got it now, plays it over to Besh. Besh towards the net, deflected in front. Sweeney again. Back to Besh again. Cross back to Sammy Ruiz. Taken behind the net, stuck there. Far corner. Kicked up just out of the reach of Kirk. Tipped in front, saved by Perry. Sammy's got it now. Leaves it for Kirk. Kirk knocks it behind the net. Back out to Beshin. Beshin back to Kirk. Fired it towards the net. Sweeney couldn't quite tip it. Perry with a nice save. Kirk comes in out of nowhere, dumps it down low. Ruiz has got it there on the far side. Kicks it back. Cody Cruiser gets it towards the net. Another nice save by Perry. It's had a busy period. Long pass. Cruiser's got it now. Cruiser will carry it up to the blue line. Into the red line. Across the blue line. Leaves it for Sweeney, who leaves it for Lincoln, and they'll come back the other way. Ruiz steals it at the blue line. Kirk's got it on the far side. Tries to get it over to Sweeney. Not quite there. Sammy Ruiz with the poke check. Stopped at center ice by Nolan Kretz. Sweeney's got it now. Big hit on Sweeney. Lincoln's got it back on D. They'll try and feather it up the middle. Ross gets in the way. Cross ice pass. They've got it on the near side here. Centered. Schilling's got it. He'll play it off to Meserich. Meserich up to Ross. Ross stripped up. Going to get a penalty there. Pierce has got it. Now Ross. Now Pierce. Now whistle. 3:36 in the first period. And that sound means Dubuque will be going on the power play. Joseph Ross draws a tripping call there.
Lincoln penalty for tripping.
2 minutes for tripping.
Which puts your Dubuque Saints
Ruiz, Sweeney, Ross, Beshin, and Kirk out on the power play. Sweeney gets it back to Besh. Besh fires it over to Kirk. Kirk back to Besh. Over to Kirk. Lost there. Beshin's got it though. Chips it back to Kirk. Kirk walks to the top of the circles. Gives it down to Ruiz. Walks. Bad angle shot. Saved by Perry. Knocked loose. Stick lift save. Nets off. Ruiz has got it. Gets it over to Kirk. Kirk leaves it for Beshin. Tipped wide. It'll go the length. Sheehy will go over to play it. Beshin's got a tail. So Sheehy will play it up to Sweeney. Sweeney's got it now. Wheels through center ice. Knocked loose. Still controlled on the goal line. Tries to leave it in on the short side. Perry gets a cover. Minute 12 left in the power play. Saints weren't really successful in the power play yesterday. Lincoln, however, was, scoring 3 of the 4 goals on the power play. Sebring wins it a little too well. All the way back to the defensive zone. Sheehy plays it off to the corner for Suk. Suk wraps it around to Ruiz. Ruiz gives off to Schilling. Schilling will carry it up the far side. Rubbed off on the boards there. Sebring's got it. Fans on the pass. Jams it right out in front. Mazurich with a goal. Power play goal by Callan Mazurich. Set up nicely by Ruiz and Sebring. They kind of jammed it there at the beginning, or at the crease. So the Saints finally cash in on a power play goal. Cruiser dumps it down deep. Battle there below the goal line. Comes up the near boards. Meyer gloves it down, and that'll be a hand pass.
Scored by number 14, Callan Messerich. Assisted on the play by number 12, Blake Sebring. And number 26, Nico Ruiz.
Face off down. Sebring gives it back to Cruiser. Cruiser fires cross ice to Meyer. Meyer gets it on net, saved by Perry. Meyer follows up his own shot, pushes to the near corner. Drops it back for Ruiz. Kicks out in front. Penny can't quite get a handle on it. Lincoln will carry it back to center ice. Gets around Cruiser. Fires it to the corner, just through the feet of Kretz. Walks to the near corner. Kicks back to the D. Clean shot. Sheehy with the save. Kicks it to the corner. Sebring sends it around the other side. Ruiz is there. Can't quite get a handle on it. Meyer comes in, scoops it up. Carries it through center ice. Gets a piece of it. Sebring's got it now. Tries to dump it in. Hits the defender. They'll collect there. Break it up the near side. Kretz is there to stop it. Ruiz has got it now. Walks it down to the slot. He's taken down there. Lincoln's got it. He'll try and break it out. Beshin's there, just off the bench. Goes D to Suk. Suk plays it up to Sweeney. Sweeney fires it, not gloved down. Sweeney's got it now. Walks from the slot. Tries to fire to Kirk. A little too hard. Kirk wheels to the top. Fires over to Suk. Suk fires it down to Ruiz is in front. Tries to kick it. Sukuchov from the tops of the circles. Tipped in front. Sammy can't quite turn and get it on it. Back to Suk again. Up at the point. Fires it down low. Lincoln loses an edge behind the net. Kirk's got it. Gives it back to the player just recovering. They'll send it the length to the ice for an icing. 14 seconds left in this first period. Dubuque will try and stack the deck here with 4 forwards. Norman's going to kick Ruiz out of the faceoff. Tim King wins the 2 seconds he lost on that faceoff back. And he gets it. Face-off 1. Mesrich has got it. Gives it down to Sweeney. Sweeney smashes Perry in that side of the face. Quick going the other way. 2 seconds left. Pass over to no one. Mesrich has got it, and that'll do it for the period. So the Saints take a 1-0 lead into the intermission. Leading in shots, 19-3.
Shots on goal,
We'll see you back here after the intermission. Welcome back for the second period. Puck's down. Played around the back of the net. Beshan's got it there. He'll fire it off the near boards for an ice. Strange strategy, but Saints will start the second period with the Ruiz, Kirk, Sweeney line. Beshan and Suk on D. Ruiz with the faceoff. Back to Beshan. Over to Kirk. Kirk battles forward on the near boards. And we got a penalty coming. Looks like it's going to be on Carter Kirkenbush. 2 minutes. Tripping. So Lincoln will get their first shot at the power play today. Said they were very successful yesterday. See if Coach King had some strategical changes. Joseph Ross and Benny Meyer will come out to kill the penalty. Face off down. Shung's got it on the near boards. Battled there. Ross comes in, knocks it to the corner, trickle around. Far side. Meyer's going to chase it down. Run into a man. Gives Cruiser a little time though. Out to the blue line, into the bench. Puck's down. Ross gets it back to Schilling. Schilling fires it up the middle of the ice for the length. Perry will go over and play it. Lincoln gets Meyer cuts off behind the net. Ross from the slot. Shot. Nice save by Perry. Lincoln's got it on the far side. They'll bring it back to the near side up the ice. White across the blue line. Knock loose there. Dubuque battles to get it out and do. Out to center ice. Lancaster's got it here in front of me. Plays it down to the corner. Schilling's got it there with a little time. Fires it up the middle. Just out of the reach of Meyer. Perry's going to play it. Almost mishandles it. Gives Meyer a little opportunity. Meserich is down there. He scored a shorter yesterday. Big hit. And that'll kill the power play. We're going to get an elbow. Player doesn't agree. I think he could have got a board or a charge or a rough. We can discuss it. And you're still going to go to the box. Swimpus goes to the box for 2 minutes for elbowing. And that'll nullify the Lincoln power play. Puck's down. Meserich has got it. Tries to get it over. Beshan's got it at the top. Over to Sweeney. Back to Beshan. Beshan fires it on net. Saved by Perry. So we've got another 30 seconds of 4-on-4. The puck's down. Knock loose. Dubuque back checks nicely. Sweeney's got it. He'll play it around the back to Suk. Suk with a little time. Hits the brakes. Peels back. Plays it up. Beshan's got it now. He's got Sweeney on the far side. Doesn't pass it to him. Carries it in. Walks all the way down to the goal line. Shot. Misses the net. Chases down his own rebound. Just misses it. Back to Ruiz. Sammy's got it just outside the blue line. Circles back. He'll go behind the net. Dubuque's on the power play now. Sweeney gives off to Beshan. Beshin leaves for Sweeney. Sweeney carries it down low. Circles beyond the net. All the way around back up to Beshin. Beshin gives to Kirk. Kirk walks to the slot. Shot deflected. And Lincoln will clear. She heads over. Tries the long pass to Sammy Ruiz. He really just wants the assist. Ruiz gives to Sweeney. Sweeney to Besh. Besh at the top. Hands over to Kirk. Kirk's got it on the near side boards. Back to Beshin. Fires it down to Ruiz. Gets knocked loose there. Lincoln will clear. Sheehy comes over to play it. He'll leave it there for Beshin. Beshin tries not to get into Sheehy's skates. Plays it up to Sweeney. 15 seconds left on the power play now. Sweeney advances through some neutral ice. Hard towards the net. Around the back. Loses the handle, and it'll squirt back out to the neutral zone, and that'll do it for the power play. Sweeney cuts in front of the net. Fires at the length. Lincoln gets a piece of it. Perry's going to try and get it to the corner. Doesn't quite get there. Ruiz and Benny force it. Schilling with a high shot just over the net. Cruiser can't get his handle on it. Three players battle for it on the far side for Lincoln. Ruiz kicks it out to Cruiser. Cruiser fires it into Myers' backside. And Lincoln carries it up to center ice. Cruiser tries to play the puck, runs into a man. It goes down below the goal line. Schilling leaves it there for Sammy Ruiz. Plays it up to Meyer. Can't quite get a handle on it. Lancaster plays it over. Up to the neutral zone. Ruiz is there again. Almost too many men. That's a risky change there. Lincoln goes D to D. Up to the neutral zone. Battled behind the Dubuque net. Sammy Ruiz gets pinned on the far side. Shot just wide of the net. Schilling's getting the business here from number 8 for Lincoln. Shot from the point, blocked by Meyer. Ruiz is going to try and kick it in to the Lincoln bench. Netherly's got the face-off. Played back to Beshin. No working up the boards. Mueller presses there. Walks around him. Shot towards the net. Saved by Sheehy. Another save. Mueller's got it on the far side. Chips it around the defender. Gets it out of the zone. They reclaim there. Takes it back in. Taking them both. Taking them both. So Sukachov will step off, as well as turned around too quick, and it was a name too complicated to pronounce. One of the Lincoln players. So we'll play 5-on-5 here with 1:19 left in the second period. We got Ross, Meserich, and Pierce out there. Meserich battles it up to the blue line. Work down below. Out to the blue. Locked. Pierce has got it. It's a foot race. He's got just a step. Pulls out in front. Loses or took just the nick of time. Oh, they're going to get the hooking penalty too. Oh, no, we're getting a cross check.
We had offside penalties 11-17 in the second period.
Cross check on Meserich.
Nikos Kotrov and number 46 for Lincoln, Stephen Mirinovsky.
Dubuque will send out Cruiser, Schilling,
2:35 remaining in the
Ross,
second period. 14 Callan Mustard, 2
and
hits
Meyer.
for roughing, putting us on the Evologic penalty kill.
Putting us on the Evologic penalty kill. Played around on the near side, sent the length. Lincoln will go back. Perry's got it on the goal line. He leaves it there for Robler. He'll take it from behind the net. Loses the handle on it. Ross is making it difficult for him. Long cross ice pass. Not sure anyone touched that, huh? Someone did. Sheehy knocks it back behind the net. Little scramble in front. Tipped in front. Nice save by Sheehy. Rocco's got it at the blue line. Sends it over to Impus. Oh. Nice shot. Through the screen. Sheehy didn't see it. Put a bar down in the top left corner. Not a lot you can do about that. So the Stars strike again on the power play. Tying the score at 1-1.
Moving the power play coming with 10-10 remaining in the second period. Score number 27. Trenton Indians.
Puck goes back to Dubuque D, up to Sweeney. Sweeney dumps it in. Handled there. Lincoln will try and bring it back out just out of the reach of Kratz. Kratz is going to lose this foot race. Plays the body. They'll try and play it back to Kratz. Sweeney's got it on the far side. Over to Kratz. Kratz get muscle off the puck. Slid right through the crease. Kirkenbush plays it high off the board. It's going to go the length.
Correction on the scoring and an assist by the number 71, Brady Rock.
So Dubuque will take the face off to the right of Sheehy. Ruiz will step in for it. Wins it over to Kratz. Kratz goes behind the net. Tries to break it up to Sweeney over his head, but squirts loose. Kirk's got it now. 1-on-2. Fires it on net. Saved by Perry. Up behind the net. Worked up the near boards. Beston's got it there. He knocks it back down. Stopped. They'll work it out. Back in, off Kirk. Beston sends it across to Sweeney off his skates. It'll go to the far boards. Ruiz has got it there. They'll play it up again. Ruiz has got it now. Fires it towards the net. Saved by Perry. Puck's down. Back to Schilling. Schilling holds it in. Who's the handle? Lincoln's got it now. Severton comes back, takes it. He'll break it up just out of the reach of Meyer. Played through center ice. Shipper Bottom's got it. He drags around Cruiser. Two big saves by Sheehy. Meyer's got it now. Saints got a man. 3-on-2 if they can hold it. Ruiz hits the brakes, fires it on net. Saved by Perry. Meyer's got it in the corner. Back to Ruiz. Top of the circle. Shot. Saved by Perry. Puck's down. Ross has got it. Played out to Beston at the blue line. He'll dump it back down in. Pierce will go try and chase behind the net. Ross is there too. Mesrich now. Mesrich knocks it down low to the slot. Lincoln gets it back out to the middle. Sook's got him on the near sides, puts him into the boards. Puck behind the net. Ross has got it. He'll play it over to Pierce. Pierce gets rubbed off. Bashan's got it. Behind the net to Sook. Sook's got an aerial pass up to Pierce. Can't quite connect. Lincoln's got it. They'll bring it back up the middle. Can't quite get a handle on it. White shoots wide of the net. Pierce is there on the near side. Fires it up to the blue line. Lincoln's got it. Shot directly into the face of Joe Ross. Ooh, redirected. Saved by Sheehy. Battled in the corner. Ruiz has got it there. Gets it up to Sweeney. Sweeney takes it through center ice. Leaves it for Kirkenbush. Kirk takes it wide. Fires it just wide of the net. Spangler knocks it up to Sweeney. Battled forward on the near boards. Knocks it down to Kirk. Over to Ruiz. Back to Sweeney. Gives it over to Schilling. Just in front of him. Can't get a shot off. Gets it to the dots. It's in the slot. Battled for. Knocked loose. Lincoln will just clear. Sweeney will go back and get it. He'll circle to the far side. Gets it to Ruiz. Who knocks it out of the zone. Impus knocks it back to Robler. Robler plays it up. Back to Impus. Carries it to the near corner. Slot. Ooh, slow roller gets just wide of Sheehy. Spangler's in the corner now. That's Kirkenbush clears it to center ice. Robler's got it at center. Fires it back up the middle. Stolen by Schilling. Schilling's going to carry it wide. Tops of the circle. Shot blocked. Ruiz gets a shot over the net. All along the corner is Robler. They'll carry it up. Passed up the middle. Walks down the side. Shot saved by Sheehy. Severting steps in for the faceoff. Wins it back. Sukashov can't quite get there. Fed to the slot. That's Ruiz has got it now. Carries it through the center ice. Into the zone. Shot towards the net. Deflected off the defender. Into the corner. He'll try and knock it back to Suk. Gets a piece of it, and he'll knock it back down to the corner. Wrapped around to the far side. Benny Myers over there. On the near boards. Suk's got it. Tries to get it over to Beshin and does. Slow feed to the slot. Benny can't quite get it. Played up the boards. Besh holds it in. Poke check loose by Sieverding. He tries to find a little room. Can't quite get there. Goes to the corner. Big collision in the corner. Suk walks it down. He's back in the corner now. Looks for someone in front. Off Perry. Defense gets it back to him. Ross in for the faceoff now. He wins it back. Mesrich gives to Suk. Suk plays it around the back of the net. Mesrich is going to be the first there. Hard hit into the corner. Besh chips it to the other corner. They try and play it around the back of the net. Ross knocks the player off. Suk carries it in. Tries to leave it for Meshler. Can't quite get there. Comes down. Beshin recollects. He'll carry it up the far side. Runs into a little traffic. Lincoln's got it. That's Shipper bottom. He'll counter back. Takes it wide. Knocked off the puck by Sukachev. Shipper bottom slow to get back up. Ruiz steps in. Runs it over to Kirk. Kirk gets it back to Schilling. Lost here on the near boards. Robles shoots it on Sheehy. Center mass shot saved. Kirk knocks it loose. He's got a 2-on-1 with Sweeney. Sends it over to Sweeney. Bar down ski. That's a goal. Beautiful play from Kirk over to Sweeney. So Duke regains its 1-goal lead, now 2-1 with 3:55 left in the first period or second period.
For your Dubuque Saints with 3:55 remaining in the second period. Number 7, Cody Sweeney. Assisted on play by number 21, Carter Kirkendall.
Puck's down, back to Schilling. Schilling over to Cruiser. Cruiser up. Now Ruiz has got it, leaves it for Sweeney. Redirected in front. Whoa, bouncing puck. Nice save by Perry. Schilling's got it. Nope. Pass Schilling. And that'll go for an icing. Ruiz wins the faceoff over to Kirk. Kirk's got it at the dot. Walks, fires, saved by Perry. Comes out the other side. Kirk pokes it loose. Gives it in the middle. Ruiz can't quite get a handle on it. Gets past Suk, who knocks it back in. Knocked out of the zone now. Battle on the near boards. Beshin's going to go back and get it. Plays it up to Kirk. Kirk's going to leave it for Ruiz. Ruiz has got it on the near boards. Off the defender. Down the boards to the length. Beshin's going to race it out. Try and center. Hit someone in front. No business. Oh. Ruiz just missed the shot in the slot. Benny Myers got it in the corner. Tries to center. Nothing there. Sweeney puts a big hit in the corner. Kicks it back to Suk at the point. Saved by Perry. Beshin leaves it down low for Sweeney. Tries to hit Myers. Shot just wide. Saints have everyone down below the circles. They've regrouped now. Battled in the corner. Suk's down there with Sweeney. Meyer jumps in to help out. Squirts out. Meyer's going to leave for Sieverding. Sieverding's going to knock it back in the corner. Robo's going to try and wrap it around. Gets by Beshin. And we'll go for an ice. .213 left in the second period. Shots are 32-12 in favor of Dubuque. Face off one. Back to the point. Schilling's got it. Fans on a shot. Sebring helps him out. Picks it up. Fires it down low. Cruiser's going to race down and get it in the corner. Kicks it out. Stolen there by Lincoln. They'll try and get it across the middle. Cruiser battles and holds it back in. Knocked back loose. Benny Meyer steps back. Covers for Cruiser. Plays it up. Ruiz has got a little room here. He's 1-on-3. Hits the brakes and the ice. Knocked down in the corner. Weak pass up the near side. Stolen there. Ruiz has got it. High slot. Back to Schilling, who just had it offsides. Sebring fires across to Ruiz. Can't get a handle, but knocks it into the zone. Towards the net. Perry with a nice save. Meseritz has got it below the goal line. Battled there. Lincoln's got to clear a few seconds. And they send it along to the ice for icing. .109 left in the period. Ross steps in for the faceoff. Gets it back to Suk. Suk passes over to Beshin. Beshin doesn't have a lot of time. Fires it down the corner. Ross battles for it there. Messer pushes in the corner. Kicked up. Shipper bottoms it back out. Plays it up. Big hit by Suk. Can't quite knock him off. Round the back of the net. They're going to try a wraparound. Kicked in front. Saved by Sheehy. That's going to go out of play by Sukachev. Puck's down. Ruiz gets it back to Schilling. Schilling battles for it on the near boards out to the Lincoln blue line. They'll go to UD and knock it down to the corner. Ruiz is there, battles for it. Cruiser plays it around to Meyer. Up to Kirk. That's not Meyer, that's Schilling. Sweeney's got it inside the blue line, takes it wide, fires it towards the net. Kirk gets a piece of it, just not enough. Goes wide, Schilling's down low, knocks it below the goal line. Kirk picks it up. Walks in front, tries to cycle. Lincoln's got it back. Cruiser's going to race to the near wall. Get just enough of it. 2 seconds left in the period. Sweeney tries for a big hit and miss, and that'll do it. Second period in the books. Saints leading 2-1. Shots on goal in favor of the Saints, 33-12. We'll see you back in 15 minutes for the third period.